Hello. Today I was just reaching for my January 2018 planner to write some appointments in, and I thought this might be a good opportunity to make a video about my plans for planners for 2018. So currently I'm using the Success Choice, and I got this cover last year, and I just love the way that it has worn. You can see all the nicks and marks in it, and it doesn't bother me at all. It's just used. Oh my goodness, excuse me. And so I really love this cover. I still have, but I had the one that had the buckle, and it was in a darker brown. I can show that to you. I showed this, before, and this is the old version. It has the their logo on it and this buckle closure, but I much prefer this one. I'm so much happier with this, even if I don't use the elastic closure to secure it. I don't have that flap, that buckle sticking out. So this one has the elastic closure, and I love it. So I've been using this planner since, well, I used this planner for years, and then I went on my planner journey. And I'm sitting here looking at a bunch of them just stacked up. And then I went back to this, I think it was in April or May of this year, of 2017. And I have used it ever since. So I used this planner for years, took a break from it for a couple years, even made my own bullet journal. Or I don't know if it's a bullet journal, but I made my own planner. I tried Hobonichi Cousin, Hobonichi Weeks, Franklin Covey, Recollections. I've tried so many different planners, and this seems to be the one that just works for me. It just works. I didn't even use it to the extent that I've used it before since I started in May. I never even did like the goal setting and stuff, but it's there and it's available. All of it's there and available. If you would like to see any of my videos on it, I'm not going to go into a thorough review on this planner just because this isn't a review necessarily about this planner, just to talk about what I'm going to do. So I'm just kind of flipping through so that you can see that I use it as I want to. I haven't been using at all this planning page for the menu planner, the weekly tasks, any of that. I was using this before, but now that I live in a two-story house, it's so weird. Well, I won't get into all that, but I have like that separate Inkwell Press menu planner, and I just keep that downstairs in the kitchen drawer, and sometimes this is upstairs on my desk, and so that's why I don't use the menu planner anymore. Otherwise I would, because I use that extensively, and I've now been keeping this planner downstairs, so I don't know, we'll see. I go back and forth, but I have options, right? I'm using Pages for notes and all kinds of stuff, and I haven't been using the end of the week review. I haven't been doing any kind of like, see there I did a menu plan there. I haven't been doing any kind of reflections. I mean, you can see like sometimes I have extensive to-do lists. Everything fits here. I've never had a problem with it not fitting, and if I needed more space, I can just make notes somewhere else because there's tons of note pages in here. So I haven't been doing the logs. I haven't been doing this, and I actually haven't even been using, I haven't been doing any of this, and I haven't been using any of this area down here either. It just, it's there if you need it. It's there if you want it. If you don't want to use it, it's not intrusive, and it's easily passed over. I do believe starting in 2018, I am going to try to use the planner more fully like I have in the past with the goal setting and all of that, and I'll kind of show you that when I show the new one. But I just wanted to show that this has been working for me. In the back, there's forward planning, and I've already got things written in there. Actually kind of a lot of things written in there, and it's a great planner. I can't recommend it enough. I made lots of notes for when we were moving, and I mean, there's just all kinds of, you know, stuff to know, and just so much stuff here. So, and then in the back, well, I don't want to show you all of the stuff I have, but I have a spot for business cards, and then there's a plastic pouch where I just keep a couple of things that I don't know what to do with them, and they kind of live right there. I also love about this leather binder, it has a great pen loop, and I'm currently using my Retro 51 Twinkle. It's just so pretty, and it fits perfectly in here, and that's a big pen. And I have my planner companion, which is an address book, but it's a whole lot more. And so I have a video that goes over this if you'd like to see it. But the nice thing is this is separate, so I just keep this, switch out the planner every quarter, and it's fantastic. So that's what I've been using for a long time. And when I ordered it, I ordered a year's worth because I knew what I was getting when I ordered the planner. I was very familiar with the product, having used it for years. She did make some changes, which I went over in the video that I posted around May 2017 to show the different updates and things. But I committed to it for a year, and so I have it through, I believe, I have it through the second quarter. Is that right? Let's see. No, so I had it in, thinking out loud here, I had the second, third, fourth, and first. So actually, yeah, I did commit to it for a year. That's why I couldn't find the new one. This is the last one I have. Is the first quarter, which is January through March of 2018. Because when I ordered it, it was April through June of 2017, and that was when I started using it. So when I ordered a full year, you order by the quarter or by the year or whatever you'd like to do, but it comes in quarters if you get the spiral bound. This is the last one that I have, and so I paid for it all the way through March, and so I'm going to use this all the way through March. At that point, I'm going to make a decision of what I'd like to do, but I know this works for me, so this is what I'm using between now and then, because I might as well use it up. I have this book. So just very brief, you know, I plan on doing the goal planning. I would like to do that again. We'll see how I use this. I am doing Fly Lady's zone cleaning and that kind of thing, and that is amazing, and it's working really well. So I'm going to stick to that. I can look through these because, you know, it's helpful, but I feel like I really have a good handle on my house. It's probably because I'm not working and I have all this free time. Speaking of which, I'm kind of thinking of branching out and doing other kind of videos. I know I had mentioned before talking about Fly Lady and maybe going over like that system. I don't know. I'm really inspired and motivated by watching other people do the Fly Lady system in their house. I like watching house cleaning videos and things like that, and so I don't know if any of you are interested. I would be interested to know that. You can leave it in the comments. I know I'm the pen pixie, and I, you know, that the name kind of pigeonholes me into pens, but you know, I have more to my life than that, and at some point, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I had said this before. I don't know. You know, I have a lot of pens. How many more pens do I need? And kind of when I got my Pilot Vanishing Point Raiden, that was like the, you know, that was the holy grail pen for me. So anyway, totally digress. If you're interested in that though, please leave that in the comments. I'm getting more back in, I'm getting into a routine of things now, and so looking for things to do to add to that routine. I think I'm going to try to start utilizing these pages more. You know, more of what this planner has to offer as far as, you know, reflection on the week and that kind of thing. So I am going to use this planner, and I was getting it out to set it up, and that's why I said I thought of making this video. I'm going to use this planner until March. Committed to that because I paid for it, and why not? It works. Then I started thinking, okay, so what am I going to do? And I actually thought I had the planner through like May, so that it even kind of changes things a little bit for me. About what am I going to do? I don't want to buy a Hobonichi, Weeks, A6, or a Cousin. I just, it doesn't, it's not my thing. I don't think. I tried it, it wasn't my thing. I even have my 2017 Hobonichi Weeks right here, and I mean, I was using it extensively, and I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. I still have my homemade planner that I made, and I used this for a really long time. This was like back before bullet journaling, like before people bullet journaled. I feel like I was doing this way back in the day where I was making my own planner pages, and I actually kind of enjoyed that. And this is always something that, you know, I can go back to. And I would definitely, you know, change the spread as needed. I had like a section for goals. Clearly I didn't fill that in. I even created like a mock Hobonichi setup. I tried doing some other things in here. So, I mean, I still have this, and this is, what have I got in here? Well, let's see, I actually I think I filled that out for like a month, and I was trying to emulate a Hobonichi, but I still have a good chunk of this book that I can use. So this is always an option if I don't want to spend any money and I'd like to create my own. I still have this, and I'm not the type of person that needs like a new book for the new year. And then I started thinking about what are the other things that I have. I have 2 classic Franklin Covey binders, but I don't have any inserts for them that are, you know, current and up to date. Also, the classic is just huge. And I had like all this, I have all these Franklin Covey inserts, and I'm really thinking of maybe selling them, you know, for like budgeting and all kinds of stuff like that. I think I just need to simplify my life. And that makes it really complicated, and it's really heavy and big and bulky. And I don't know if I'm wanting to go there for 2018. I have a Doki Book Disc Agenda that is the binder, but it's old inserts. So I guess, you know, I could always put a sticker over something, cover the date, and redate it myself if I wanted to. And it's set up like this. So it's the rose gold, and it's set up like this. It's like a, oh, this is the month, and then the weekly, I did use it for a while. You see, like the weekly is like a, you know, a 3-box thing, kind of like in the Erin Condren. But see how the top is like, it's labeled and it's got calendars. These were 2016 inserts. This is also a huge binder. So I'm thinking of just like maybe trying to sell this binder, sell the Franklin Covey ones, and call it good. I think that this size of a binder is just too much. It's too big for me. The other options that I have are these uncalendars. I have had these for years. And these are undated. And they might be okay for what I'm doing right now, which is, you know, I'm at home, and so I don't have a ton of things to write in here. But there's tons of like different space to take notes and stuff like that. I have a video on the uncalendar planner, and I have 2 of these. And so these are good for forever. You know, there's no monthly calendars in them if I remember correctly. It's just, yeah, like a weekly calendar. But they do have like these monthly planning pages. Oh no, I'm sorry, there is monthly calendars in here. I was mistaken. It's been a long time since I've looked at these. At one point, so I have 2 of these, and this is like for a full year. At one point, I kind of took some of these apart. Not kind of, I did take them apart. And I put them in this little ARC notebook. It fits in the Junior Art notebook, and actually you can see that I have, so that like I could kind of customize it and do it how I wanted to. And I used that for a little while, and I liked it. It wasn't bad at all. So this is also an option that I have. The only thing with this is, I think what I didn't like about, and so with the ARC, you know, I can add paper and all that. And there's, you know, all of this. So there's so much more you can add to it doing the ARC. I didn't like the bulk of this, but that is also an option. I can take those uncalendar pages out, arc them, put them in here, and then I can have my own customized planner. So there's that option. The other option I have is I have this little binder, and I could certainly take the uncalendar pages out, punch them and put them in here, and I could use this if I don't like the arc. The other option that I have is this planner. This is a Quo Vadis planner that I won, and I did a video on this, and I very briefly tried to use it last week. I don't know how I liked this. It just kind of sat on my desk and I didn't really use it very much, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. This is certainly an option. Once March is over, I might go to this. This is a dated planner. This is the only dated planner that I would have in addition to the Success Choice. So if I decide I want a dated planner, I can use this. And it's certainly usable. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Tons of pages for notes. And I didn't buy this. I won this. So I feel like if I don't use it thoroughly, it's not like I've wasted money. So that's an option for a dated planner. Other options that I have. I also have this little notebook, or this little binder, and it fits. Well, I have a bunch of Franklin Covey stuff in here. But it fits the uncalendar as well, so I could punch those, put those in here if I prefer this binder. Make my own little planner. I also have, and I think these would fit in here too. They would. So I could use my Heart of Gold planner, which actually was kind of successful for me for a while. It's a ringed binder, which I don't usually like, but I did use this for months and it worked for me. And I actually still have some inserts. It's all undated. And so you can see I have quite a few months. And then I have, there's all kinds of little sections and stuff, but there was all kinds of paper and stuff that came with this. And I hate saying and stuff. There were all kinds of paper that came with this, and you can see I did some goal planning, did some, didn't do some. And so I have like little notepads. So I mean, I have this. This is always usable, and I did like this. For a ring binder, I did like this, and that's not normally my choice. And I found that I had all these inserts. So these are like daily inserts for the Heart of Gold. These would also fit in those two small binders. And I have a ton of daily inserts. So I could always use these, or I could just cover up the little labels she has, because essentially it only says morning, afternoon, and evening. There's nothing else on the page. So I don't even have to use it as a daily if I don't want to. I could probably figure out how to use this like as, I don't know, whatever. But I have a ton of those. You can see I have a big stack of those. I still have some blank paper, and the paper quality is so beautiful. I actually went to Marian Smith's website to see if she had more of these, and I can't find that she's selling this at all, which made me kind of sad. Like, what's she doing with her planner stuff? I don't think anything. She was like way into planners for a while, and now nothing. I still have a few random little pages from her, and then I have still quite a few weeks pages. So this is an option that I could use, and it is undated, and I liked it, and I can use it in several different binders if I wanted to. So that's an option. My last option is the Recollections. I think this is Recollections planner. I had this, and it was very short-lived. It's a small, like, I don't know what this would be called, personal size, I guess, compact. And it's a small size binder that never really, I don't know, it just never really worked for me. It's adorable. It is so cute, and I had it all set up, but I don't think I would have like a budget section anymore. I wouldn't need necessarily the food section. And what do we have here? So I had dated it for 6 months. That didn't fly. So I don't have June through, no, I'm sorry, I do have June. Okay, let me show you. So Okay. I had some goals for the month. Okay, so here you essentially have the pages. I don't even know what year I was using this, but let's go to like some more blank. So you've got all the little, I've got all the little dividers, and then there's a bunch of just weeks that are I dated these. I could always go back, especially because some of them, you know, it looks like pretty much I only used it for a month or two, actually, like used it heavily. But it would be very easy for me to just go back and like white out the dates and rewrite the dates because it was undated. So I could do that. And here were the month pages. I could either just, you know, white them out or whatever, pitch them. But I have the little notebook in the back. I mean, this is a perfectly serviceable planner that I think could work for me if I didn't want to buy anything else. And look at all these little books that I had bought with it. You remember how it came with all these little books, and I was kind of looking through them. I'm thinking, well, you know, these may or may not ever get used. I don't know. Maybe I'll give them away or something. But all these little books fit into that. But this is probably more than I want to do with my planner. That was one of the things I learned when I was going through all these planner changes and, you know, experiments. I don't really use my planner to do much other than like use it as a calendar, to-do list. I like in the Women's Success Choice that I have my address book there, and I just need a place for notes. But like all the other stuff, not necessarily. I watch a lot of planner videos and people just have all kinds of lists and things, and it's just, I don't know. Looking over at some piles of things that I have, I've got, you know, Post-its and to-do lists for the ARC. Oh, and that was another thing I totally forgot. Let me grab that. I had it, I told myself get this, and then I forgot. Actually, I'm getting randomly, like, going all over the place. Let me finish with recollections. So with recollections, I have all these little stickers, and I have little note pages, I have to-do lists, little line pages, and then I actually have, that I could use if I wanted to, I have 6 months worth of undated calendars. So, you know, if I decide that I just want to get rid of those old ones, I don't want to like try to relabel them or whatever, I have 6 months worth of undated pages for that size. I have all the little stickers for the dates and the days and months. I could totally set up that planner for 6 months and be good to go. So that could be an option, that recollections. Then I have to back up a little bit with the ARC system. You know, if I wanted to use those small, the junior ARC for the uncalendar, I could do that. Or, it's making me like, kind of like, what? I have way too much stuff. I have my huge ARC notebook that I used for work, and I have dated pages all the way through the end of June. And this is a large 8.5 by 11 planner, but it's still completely serviceable, and it's dated as well. And I'm very familiar with this system. You have nice big monthly pages. I have note pages I can put in the back. I have the weekly planner. I have all kinds of little inserts that I would use, like plastic page protectors. I've got Post-it notes, to-do lists. So when my Women's Success Choice runs out, if I want a dated planner, I could use this or the Quo Vadis. I could use this until the end of June. I could use the Quo Vadis until December for the entire year. And I wouldn't have to buy a planner, and I would always have a dated planner available to me. If I don't want to use any of those, you see how many undated options I have. I have 6 months worth of recollections planners. I've got probably at least 2 to 3 months worth of the Marion Smith Heart of Gold planner pages. And then I have 2 full uncalendar books. And I feel like I wouldn't even need to buy a planner for years. I could use up my whole stash. And then I still have my Leuchtturm, which I could do my own planner. So I was thinking about this because I really wanted to get a Daphne's Diary 2018 planner. I wanted to get one last year, but I had already like bought all these planners and I didn't want to spend any more money on it. It's like about 30 bucks. And I really wanted one. I put one in my Amazon cart and everything. And then I started thinking like, you know, I have so much stuff already. Like, I just need to suck it up and use it, because essentially a calendar is a calendar. And I don't necessarily want to spend more money on it. Yes, I would like a Daphne's Diary 2018 planner, but look at all this stuff that I have. And I know that some of it I'm not even going to use, and I spent money on it, like these little, you know, books. I don't even think I'm going to use these. And they weren't, you know, terribly expensive. I remember I bought it with a coupon. But like, I have so much stuff that I could probably just get rid of, give it away, or whatever. And I feel like I really just want to use what I have, even if I switch between things. So I'm positive I'm going to use the Success Choice Planner until the end of March, because I have that and I like it and it works. But after that, I think, you know, if I decide I want a dated planner, I'm going to use either the Quo Vadis or this ARC. And if I decide that I want to do an undated planner thing, I'll do one of those. But I feel like I could definitely I know I can get through the year with what I have, dated. And if I want to put a little more effort into it, I have all these undated options as well. And then I have a bunch of planners sitting over there that are never going to get used. Those Franklin Covey, you know, classic size, they're just too big for me. So maybe I need to just sell all that, give some of this stuff away, you know, get it out of my life. That way, you know, once I use up what I have, then I can really, you know, buy, you know, something else that I would like. But all the stuff that I have is totally serviceable. It totally works. And I feel like, you know, all kinds of stuff is going on in the world, and if I can save money in this way, why wouldn't I? I can probably get myself through 2-3 years without ever buying a planner, which makes me so sad, but I probably could. But I feel like at least for this year, I am committed to not buying a planner, because I have so many options in front of me. And I just wanted to throw that out there, because I went through my own phase of all of this buying, obviously, as you can see, and I watch so many videos on planners, and I see people going through all of that, and I just think we all have so much stuff, we could probably just use it up. And unless it's dated, it's good for forever. So I might as well start working my way through some of that too. So those are kind of my thoughts, my plans. In general, I realized I don't really like an undated planner. I don't really like ring-bound planners. But, you know, I'll use what I've got, I think, at this point. So I just wanted to throw that out there, saving some money in 2018. I don't know what kind of videos, sorry about that, was my phone. I don't know what kind of videos I'm going to do. That's why I'm thinking of maybe branching out and doing some videos that don't have to do with buying products and featuring products or reviewing products or, you know, showing product, but that rely more on like content that doesn't cost me any money, but is more maybe like lifestyle stuff. Maybe I need to create a separate channel to do something like that, because this is a different, you know, channel. I don't know. I don't like monetize my videos. And if you see commercials in my videos, please tell me, because I have not like said that was okay. In fact, I'm like, no. So I'm kind of rambling here, but just thoughts on saving money, using what I have, trying to be resourceful, and maybe coming up with a way to redirect what I do so that it doesn't rely on me buying things. Because yeah, I think there's more to my life than buying things. And I don't know, but maybe that warrants a different channel. I'd be interested to hear your comments about all of this, because these are just things I've been thinking about. I really want to get back into making YouTube videos, but I don't feel like I have I'm not acquiring, you know, new pens and things like that, so I don't really know what direction to go in. And I think about, what am I doing in my life? What am I interested in watching on YouTube? And maybe I should be going in that direction, creating stuff that, you know, is interesting to me. So anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you plan on using a planner in 2018, I would like to know what that is, so I can at least look at it, even though I'm not going to buy it. But, or, you know, if you've used a planner for years and it's stuck with you, you've stuck with it. I always like to know that, because the woman's, or the Success Choice Planner I had used for years. And I will throw this out there. I'm always going to leave this as an option. So at the end of all of this, now I'm going to tell you this. I will always leave this as an option for myself. If I want to buy the rest of 2018 Success Choice Planner, I'm leaving that on the table for myself, because I know that I will use that planner. I will be able to stick with that and it won't change. But I do think I like the idea of working through what I have and, you know, switching it up. Sorry, I've got, like, I don't know, people have told me that when you're pregnant, you always have like a weird nose thing going on. So anyway, ramble is done. I really appreciate you watching. I'm interested to hear your thoughts about what I was talking about. And we're getting close to Christmas, so if I don't make a video before Christmas, I hope that you have happy holidays with your family, and that you get whatever it is that you want, whether that is a material good or some good quality time with your family, or something intangible, whatever it is that you want. I hope you get it. And I will talk with you soon. Have a great day. Bye.